On this episode of Hands on Cars, Kevin visits a two-time Ridler Award winner, introduces us to his new project car, and raises a little hell.
Hey, thanks for watching. I'm Kevin Tetz. Hands on Cars is designed to empower you guys to become fearless and to achieve whatever automotive customization or restoration goals that you want to achieve. Hands on Cars is going to take you to car shows, trade shows, custom shops, and dive headfirst into projects that teach you guys how to do the job right. We're also going to give you our somewhat weird perspective on this whole automotive thing in the first place. Now, the first episode, we're going to kick it off by showing you guys and teaching you how to qualify a project vehicle so you don't make a mistake and invest all that time and all that energy and money into the wrong vehicle. We thought there's no better place to start than this somewhat worn out, forgotten, neglected, rusty turd of a Camaro. It might just turn out to be an awesome project vehicle. Now, this is a 1978 Camaro, and obviously we can tell by the goofy sticker that it is a Z28. GM made 272,000 Camaros in 1978, and a whole bunch of them were Z28s. Now, it's just not as desirable as the split bumper cars or the chrome bumper cars because it's aesthetically different back glass, different front and rear bumpers, but it's still an F-body. And it's rough. It's really, really rough. So it begs the question, is this thing, well, is it even worth saving? Now, to get a better idea of the awesome potential of an F-body Camaro, we're going to take a little trip up to some good friends of ours that are responsible for two Ridler Awards and fantastic craftsmanship any way you look at it. Greening Auto Company, check this out. Greening Auto Company is located in Nashville, Tennessee, and on top of being some of the nicest and friendliest people you're ever going to meet, they produce outstanding craftsmanship. But don't take my word, let the video speak for itself, as well as countless magazine editors, television producers, and national award recognition in the form of two Ridler Awards, putting them in a class of their own. Greening has 3 CNC mills running constantly, kicking out innovative designs and custom features for just about any car. But what we're here to look at is this awesome F-body Camaro. It features a supercharged LS power plant and laser straight body panels with a super deep black paint job. The taillights are designed and produced in-house, including the plastic lenses, as are the custom 20-inch one-off wheels with a hubless design. This shows the incredible potential of an F-body Camaro. The sky is literally the limit as to what you can do, see, or conceive of with one of these Camaros. Now, we may not go as far as this, but as far as inspiration, well, I can't find any better inspiration than this car. Supercharged power, modern fuel injection, beautiful craftsmanship from stem to stern and top to bottom. So we are absolutely inspired by this. We may not have the budget, but we certainly have the desire to create an awesome Camaro. And knowing that this one started out in about the same shape as ours, well, it gives us a light at the end of the tunnel. Well, we are going to show you guys how to do a proper field inspection, and we've assembled a kit of things that you're going to need if you're doing a field inspection in a junkyard or some remote place to tell you whether or not a car is worth saving. The first thing is bug spray, because old cars and junkyards, they got bugs. We've got a socket set full of sockets and anything that you might possibly need to tear something apart and get a better idea what's going on inside the car. Don't want a sunburn. This 4-piece utility set has a lot of great tools, a scraper, radiator tool, and most importantly, an awl, AWL. And that's really, really critical in testing out floorboards and seeing if they're rusty if you can't get underneath the car. I'll show you how to do that. We've got a flashlight. It's a nice LED flashlight, some versatility. A magnet, an inspection mirror, and a couple of screwdrivers, both flat and Phillips. And this should give you all the tools that you need to do a proper inspection and find out if it's a turd worth polishing or if it's a turd that just needs to sit there and stink, because damn.
Hands on Cars is brought to you by the Eastwood Company. When you're restoring a car, truck, or motorcycle, Eastwood has everything you need to do the job right. Eastwood, since 1978.
So Kevin's gone from restoring and modifying a 66 Mustang to a 78 Camaro. What do you think of that? Well, the car sure looks rough, and we haven't even got a good look yet. But I know Kevin's got big plans, so it's going to look great and go fast. Now, if you want to follow this build, see all the crazy stuff KT does to this F-body along the way, then you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel right now so you don't miss an episode. Now, let's get back to the action.
Now, the first thing I always look at is the paint job. And from first glance, obviously it's flaking off, and the color, I think it's probably original based on the Scandinavian skin tone here. But if you look a little closer, you're going to see flaking paint. This wasn't painted from the factory, and obviously somebody's removed these lights and the car's been resprayed. It's pretty evident that it's hiding some kind of sins. Further evidence of that are these gnarly cracks right here. They're obviously down to metal because they're rusting around. So red flag number one, they tried to save the original stripes and paint around them, which is a bad mistake, and it's just not a very good job. Strike one.
With these cars, a major stress point is the top of the sail panel right by the roof skin. This one's been repaired badly, so watch out for these spots, especially with T-top cars.
Now, we looked over the whole body, and the only sign of visible rust through is this right here, right ahead of the wheel. And yeah, we've got, oh, that's fun. That's fun. Look at that. Oh. And that's where your awl comes in handy, and it's a little bit therapeutic too. It's rust. There are some interior panels, however, that are showing signs of rot. The striker pillar here might present a bit of a challenge in a restoration because this piece is not available without first having purchased an entire quarter panel, so make a note of something like that. Now the interior, well, it needs everything. Look, it's terrible. Look at the seat. The upholstery shot, the foam is shot, anonymous butts, countless farts. Anyway, regardless, there's lots of aftermarket support for this interior. You can get just about every piece out of a catalog, so it's just up to you as to what you want to save, what you want to spend to buy new stuff. But yeah. Mustang radio in a Camaro. Sacrilege. Now sometimes you can find all kinds of, I don't know what that is. There's an air cleaner. Gasket set. That could be a bad sign. Oh, that's for an inline six, not this car. All right, another floor mat. Those are original, by the way. We've got the adjustable mirror and the non-adjustable mirror. And the good news is, well, no, sorry, there's no good news. Now, here's where it pays dividends to have a toolkit and especially an awl. Look here, listen, that's solid metal. Everywhere I poke, solid, 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 solid. That tells me the front floor pans are good in this car. Different story in the back. The driver's side is solid, but the passenger side rear, it's a different sound. It's a dull thud, and watch this. That's ridiculous. That's all the way through. So we got a bad floor pan, and it's probably related to this rust right here, which is probably related to the cheesy 80s sunroof that some idiot put in this car. I hate those things. It's stupid. It causes problems here, and causes problems here. But check this out. We found the other center cap for the wheel. Awesome. Now, normally we'd take a look at the headliner from sitting in the car, but in this one, we don't have to. There's the headliner right there. There's some more of it there. So we know what we got going for us there. It's gonna need a headliner. When factoring in glass on a restoration on a classic vehicle, and let's face it, this is a classic by definition and opinion, glass replacement can be expensive. Fortunately for us, it's not. on the windshield. It's broken, it's got wiper scrub here. We can replace that windshield easily. However, the side glass, I'm not sure. We got to do some research and some online searching and see if the side glass is available, because these scrub marks from the guides down in the door, the felts wear out and it scrubs the glass. That's almost impossible to polish out, although you can try. Eastwood has a kit for it, but I've never had much luck with this tempered side glass. So we better factor in replacement glass, whether it's used or swap meet or new. That's awesome.
Wow, it looks like Kevin really has his work cut out for him on his Project Camaro. But if you've seen his '66 Jaded Mustang, then you know he's definitely going to do the job right. But he does have a lot of rust to repair, and he'll probably need a tetanus shot. Now, if your project car has a lot of rust you need to repair or remove, then you need to visit Eastwood.com for a wide selection of rust solutions, like soda and abrasive blasters, stripping and bristle discs, wire brushes, rust dissolvers, and our very popular rust encapsulator. Now let's head back to the action and see what's going on under the hood.
A great question to ask is it the original engine? And we know that this one probably is, based on the condition, the oil leaks, and the overall just GM-ness of it. This engine was a 350 cubic inch V8 with an automatic transmission behind it, rated at 177 horsepower, that came in and peaked at a blistering 3,600 RPM. Yawn. Not so impressive for American V8. That compares to a late model Volkswagen Touareg with a V6 and an automatic. Touareg. What is that? I don't know. Embarrassing in comparison. So an engine upgrade, or at least some kind of a power add or something, it's got to happen. But the next question that you want to ask is, does it run? And we're doing 40 miles an hour at 1,500 RPM. Nothing works. See if it'll spin over. Okay, we got air and spark, but no fuel. I'm going to give it a little drink. Try it again. Oh, there we go. Come on, baby. Come on. Wow. Oh, yeah. NASCAR. We got a primary tube on a piece of crap header that has, well, it's got a giant hole in it. So it makes it sound like a bit of a John Deere tractor, but other than the exhaust noise, I don't hear any weird engine noises, certainly nothing from the top end. It seems to run okay. All 112 horsepower. Now we got to do something about the ninja deadly weapon on that fan. That makes me nervous, so. Okay, that's two good things. Okay, spoke too soon. Dang it. So let's take stock. What do we have? We got a car that's rusty, but the body's okay. The interior is completely shot. As we saw, the engine, well, it's dubious as to whether it's original. Probably is. Runs, but barely runs. Underpowered. You know, it needs work, but it's an F-body Camaro. Is it worth saving? Yes. Why? My buddy had one of these in high school, a 78 Z28. His was a 4-speed, this is an automatic. I don't care. I can relive 17 years old. If we fix this car up, I'm back there, baby. It's gonna be cool. Besides the aftermarket support, we can put big LS power in this thing. We can throw a nice interior in it, replace that sunroof, do some sheet metal work, get some nice wheels and tires on it. There's awesome options for suspension, wheels, and tires. We can make this thing an awesome American muscle car. It's worth it. It's worth it to me. The point I'm trying to make is that there's always an emotional investment. If you're careful and you're analytical on the front end and you analyze the car, then you can bleed your emotions into it afterwards, and you can figure out whether it's worth it. To me, this is worth it. And I don't know, I went to school in Canada, so it was a Z28 up in Canada. So we're gonna call this thing something like a Zed Sled or something like that. But to me, it's worth it. I love this car, we're gonna build it. You're gonna watch. One question remains. Will it do a burnout? Yeah! Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Thank you guys for watching Hands on Cars. This thing is going to be an awesome project. We're going to turn this into one hell of an F-body Camaro. And in the meantime, we're going to be showing you all kinds of stuff. Like we said, racetracks, custom shops, and thoroughly going through this F-body Camaro, making it what I know it can turn into. And that is a bitchin' Z28.
On the next episode of Hands on Cars, Kevin tears into the Camaro, visits a popular hot rod shop, and shows us some tricks for removing paint and rust.